1969, President Richard Nixon shut down all American biowarfare programs.
In early 1970s, Robert Stevens takes a job at the National Enquirer in South Florida.
On September 11, 2001, terrorists attack.
On December 16, 2001, D.A. Henderson went to Washington, D.C. for Health and Services meeting.
On September 17, 2001, letters containing anthrax were sent through the mail.
On September 27, 2001, Robert Stevens visits his family and hikes in Chimney Rock Park.
On September 30, 2001, Robert Stevens starts not feeling well. On October 1, 2001, Robert Stevens is taken to the ER due to convulsions. A spinal tap is done, which determines that he has anthrax.
On October 5, 2001, Robert Stevens goes into a coma and dies.
On October 6, 2001, Sheriff Zaki and CDC pathologists arrive to do the post.
On October 7, 2001, a mailroom is swabbed and an intentional cause of Stevens' death was discovered. The FBI is then called in.
October 9, 2001, Azell, an FBI anthrax specialist, discovers a letter containing anthrax was postmarked on this date. The letter states,
"You cannot stop us. We have the anthrax. You die now. Are you afraid? Death to America. Death to Israel. Allah is great."
On October 15, 2001, a woman in the Hart Senate office opened a letter and anthrax came out. Anthrax then circled around the building for 40 minutes. The building had to be evacuated for 6 months.
On October 16, 2001, Jarling, a senior scientist at USAMRIID, is called in to look at the sample. John Ezel is studying a letter, and Geisert is told to look at the powder for smallpox and Ebola. On the same day, John Ezel started analyzing powder in the submarine at USAMRIID. General Parker and Jarling confirmed anthrax spores in the powder sample, and Leroy Richmond called in sick for work at the post office.
On October 17, 2001, the House of Representatives shut down due to traces of anthrax found in mail bins.
On October 18th, there was a meeting to discuss the series of attacks.
On October 19, 2001, Geisbert discovers samples from mail are weapons grade, aka skull anthrax. On October 21st to 22nd, another postal worker is sent to the hospital but discharged. Leroy was admitted to the hospital for anthrax. On October 24th, Jarling and Parker go to the White House and present that it was anthrax and could be from anthrax. On October 25th, 2001, Geisbert identifies 2 extra compounds in anthrax powder, silicon oxide and silicon dioxide. On November 16th, another letter was found unopened in the mail addressed to Senator Patrick Lee of Vermont. No fingerprints or Q samples on envelope. On November 22nd, a woman in Connecticut dies of anthrax. The source of exposure was never found, but postulated that it was cross-exposure from contaminated mail.